How are you guys? Excuse me. I am so sorry. Sorry it took me so long to come on today, guys. I know it's after midnight, but the holidays are still booming and booming. Have a lot going on. Excuse me. And my grandma was here. I had appointments, and my nieces were here. So, anyways, it took me this long to come back on. Hi, Ramonda and Doll and Adrian. Good to see you, and God bless you. Okay, I'm good, really. I don't know what, it's just all of a sudden I get live and it's like every sickness in the world is following me. What the heck? I was fine 10 minutes ago. Okay. You know, it must be the dust in my room. I have to clean my ceiling fan, but it's pretty high up there and I can't reach it. Hi, Jack. It's been so long. I'm so glad to see you here. Hi, Markers. So you guys keep in mind, you can be a divine feminine and be a man. A lot of people just resonate with the feminine energy. More times than not, you're a woman in a feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be that way. Energy, as you know, is fluid. And if you resonate more by being a nurturing, caregiving, spiritual, sensitive person, then you would resonate in the feminine energy. If you feel like you're more of a protector, provider, initiator, then you would be more of the masculine. Okay? So just see kind of what energy you resonate in. I know a lot of girls personally that are readers that actually resonate in DM energy. So I was surprised to hear that, but a lot of business women that do tarot and have their own channels and businesses, they tend to be in the masculine energy. And sometimes people can flip. You might be resonating in masculine energy for 6 months, and then you get back into your feminine, or vice versa. So you can definitely flip it. I am 90% of the time in feminine energy, but there are occasions, there are times where I feel myself that I resonate in masculine energy, okay? So anyways, if you want to follow along that way, go ahead. But that is my take on energy. Okay. Let's do a little prayer here. Holy Spirit, please guide and direct me with the tarot cards. I need help in seeing what you see through the cards for the divine feminine energy. All right. All right, so bottom of the deck, wow, we have 4-4. So this is going to be a big number for you, the number 44, or just the Emperor vibe, which is stability. It's prosperity, it's abundance, it's honestly feeling like everything is copacetic financially, emotionally, with friends, family, loved ones, your children, your work. Everything's got to be balanced and very even and stable. And I do think as a feminine, that is your focus. Money and home is really coming out. So a lot of you guys may be focused on renovating your house, maybe moving to a new house. Mars is going in Mula Nakshatra as of the 28th of December, and that really represents security and stability, the number 4 energy. Mula is the sexual organs, and it's the bottom of your spine, and it's the root chakra. Mula is right after Scorpio and going into Sag. So your desires and your determination and your wants are going to be Mars. And right now, wherever you have Mula Nakshatra in your chart, because all of you have it somewhere, You're going to find that in that particular area of life, you want to stabilize it. If it's in the first house where you have Mula Nakshatra, say you're a Sagittarius rising or a Scorpio cusper, then you are stabilizing your health and vitality. You as a human want to be fit, sound of mind and body. And so you're really going to be focused on your physical well-being. You're also going to be hyper focused on personal stability. So that could be finances, relationship, whatever have you. You yourself want to feel nice and stable in your life. You want stability. And you really want to have structure and schedule. If, say, you have Mula in your 4th house, you want to stabilize your family. You want to stabilize your home. Okay? And that's what you need to do. That's what you... Okay. No, we're not. No. Hey! Oh my God, it's too darn late for this. You know what? You're going to get it. You're going to get it. No. That's enough. Sit down. Lay down. It's just the TV. Okay. Anyways, protection of the home, if it's the 4th house, family and children, okay? But a lot of the house stuff, owning property and whatnot. If you have Mula there right now with Mars and it's in your 4th house, you're about to buy a property, period. Or you're about to put money down on a property to renovate it for sure. But if you have Mula, say, in the 7th, it's about stabilizing your marriage, your relationships. Mula on the 10th, we're talking about your career, getting real settled in a good career and wanting to make that feel real prosperous, very stable. And so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But anyways, guys, here we are. And in general, as a divine feminine, money is what matters. Home is what matters. We have a marriage happening here as well. So you might find yourself getting committed. Somebody may want to be committed to you. We're talking about long-term commitment, longevity. This is a long-lasting relationship. You may have known this person for 4 years already, or, you're going to date for 4 years and then get engaged after that. Whatever this is, this connection is real stable. I'm feeling good Taurus vibes for the divine feminine. So something may be happening in Taurus. I do believe Saturn is going to move there. I don't know if it's, well, obviously it's next year, but when? I think April. So April, May, very Taurus. So April and May is when you may find yourself in a commitment. Okay, let's look at the rest of the cards. 10 of Cups. In reverse, though. Hermit. Major Arcana. 8 of Pentacles. King of Wands. You're a go-getter. You're focused. Wow. I don't see a divorce or a separation, but what I do see is I'm stepping away from the relationship right now. Again, let me repeat, I don't see a divorce or a separation, because usually the 10 of Cups means that. But when I have these two here, bottom of the deck and the first outright, 4-4, it's stable. But it's not happy. So I feel like you're already committed. You already know who you want, or you're already with this person. Like you're already. And if you're single, you already know who you want. But again, I repeat, it's not happy. So anyways, family life and relationships are not doing well in divine feminine world. So the divine feminine is stepping out on her own, and by her could be a he, but on her own, hermit mode, introspection, self-realization journey. I got to do it on my own. I have a lot of hopes and dreams and wishes down the road, but right now I need to go inside myself and do some soul searching. I have a lot of work I need to do on myself. That's what this is. A lot of work on myself and a lot of work on necessities, important matters, home, money, structure, Virgo vibes, anything that is a constant in the divine feminine life. I got to go fix that. Now, there is a Leo in your life. So Taurus and Leo vibes. This Leo's like, honey, I want to be with you. Like, I'm right here. We're going to go ahead and call him Mr. Passion. And he could be a she. But Mr. Passion knocking on your door, bugging the heck out of you, and you're trying to focus. This could be your lover who wants your body, your sensuality, your emotions, and your time. And you're saying, I'm too busy for that. I don't have time for romance. I need to focus on this. And your partner's like, what the heck? I need this from you. You're like, you'll be fine. You don't need that from me right now. You'll be fine. If you're single, this is one of two things. This is either A, you have a very high sexual drive that you're trying to fulfill by yourself. You do the math. I don't need to spell it out for you. So you have a high sexual drive. So you're taking care of business at home by yourself because you don't have time for relationships if you're single. Also, second possibility here is if you are single, there is a interested party for you that wants commitment, and you've known this person for years. 4+ years you've known this Leo who wants to be intimate with you. And you may take them up on this offer, but you don't want more than that right now because you're like, I told you I need to focus. That being said, now that we got the cat out of the bag, let's talk about who you've been dealing with. You've been in love and committed to someone for quite some time. It could be 8 years, it could be 4 years, but quite some time. You, my dear feminine, have been committed. This person has not been committed to you. The commitment hasn't been mutual. There's always been romance, there's always been intimacy, there's always been passion and desire. But the commitment is one-sided. This person that you've been dealing with has decided to walk out on their own. This could be a Virgo, could be a Virgo Leo cusper. But this person wanted to walk out of your life and walk away from your family. This could be you already had children, maybe you had children together, what have you. But this individual walked. And they've been doing this walking away from you. This could be very, very detailed. If you have children with somebody, this isn't for everybody. If you have children with somebody, they walked away 8 years ago. And your relationship has been on hiatus, in and out, for 4 years. So there's something about 8 and 4 years. Now, that's how you've been dealing with. If you're single and you haven't been dealing with anybody, you've been single for 8 years, you've been single for 4 years or whatever, I don't see a single reading, sorry. I know. I would like to lie to you and fluff you up like a lot of readers out there. Believe me, they fluff you. There's a lot of fluff on YouTube. They just turn every reading into for everybody. It's universal. Oh, it's a single reading, it's a marriage reading, it's a karmic reading, it's a divine reading, it's a soulmate reading, it's a twin flame reading, it's a masculine reading, it's all of the readings all together in one. And you know what? A lot of you buy it. You buy it. That's not real. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm sorry if you're single. I'm single. I'm not here to have an agenda, okay? This isn't a single reading. And I would probably have more viewers and more subscribers if I did generalize my readings like that, but I don't, and I keep it real, and you either want to watch it or you don't. The good news is when I do an actual single reading, you're going to be happy because it's literally about you, and it's not going to have all this other fluff about relationships and blah, blah, blah. Okay? So anyways, back to this reading. This is not a single reading. This is definitely, and I hate to say it, but I got to be more specific again. This is somebody with a broken family. I know. This isn't for everybody. Especially if you're older and you're watching me and you're like, 2 strikes, I'm out. I'm older. I don't have a family. This isn't resonating with me. I'm sorry. I just have to keep what's in the cards. Okay? But there is versatile meanings here. I'm not just going to say it's only somebody with a broken family. It could be somebody came from a broken family, like they're growing up. It could be that, because this is a broken family. So this could be somebody who doesn't have children with you, but stems from divorce and stems from brokenness. And that would totally resonate with some of you guys. For others of you, it hits more home to where you know that your individual little family is broken. And you're watching this because fill in the blank, right? So anyways, there's a few different options here. But it's not super broad, okay? It's not a broad stroke reading. It's still a little bit more refined. So anyways, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, even Cancerian really popping up here, okay? So you're dealing with someone that is doing a lot of thinking and really going inside themselves, asking 1,000 questions about where it went wrong, what's going on in their head and their heart, and what do they want, and where have they been wrong in life, and where is their compass pointing, and where is their moral compass pointing, what is the right thing. And so whoever you're dealing with is fixing themselves in a way to be a better man or a better woman for you or for whomever they end up with. But this person is a work in progress. And I tell you, this person, and I'm going to clarify this, but I feel like this person loves you and wants you and desires you. And they definitely see a long-term commitment with you. Let's see 3 from the bottom. We have the Devil card and the Empress. And there's the Emperor. So definitely hitting that Capricorn, Cancerian vibe. But more than anything, as you can see from the details, we're talking about a family today. And again, I know this isn't going to resonate for everyone watching me, and I wish it would. But I have to keep it real, and if you've studied tarot, you know the deal. Mom, dad, family. So this reading does fall in line with someone that has an ex-husband or an ex-wife or children or a child in their relationship. Now, like I said, it's versatile, meaning this could be their childhood. It could be they have some childhood trauma that they are working on their inner self, because childhood trauma could haunt you for the rest of your life if you don't fix it. So that's true. So, keep an open mind here. But if we are dealing with a family, then it's very sad because we have I'm not over you. Hi. We have I'm stuck to you. I'm never going to let you go. I've never gotten over you. I don't want to get over you. But boy, have I given you a lot of problems. Boy, have I let karmics come in between us, and temptations and money and sex elsewhere. And boy, have I let my emotions fly off the handle with us. And I've really hurt us. in so many ways. I've damaged our connection. There's some demons inside that I need to deal with. Okay. All right, so we got a little bit more tea there. That's kind of who you're dealing with. When I look at you personally as a feminine, I see someone who wants a family, a beautiful home, a beautiful marriage, a beautiful union. That's perfectly normal, and every feminine should want this. This is perfectly natural. It goes along with your vibe to nurture, to love, and to grow. Very empress of you, and you want your emperor there. So that makes very beautiful sense. However, the relationship, if this is you as a person, has lacked emotional connection. You feel like passion and sex and chemistry is at an all-time high. You guys couldn't be at a better pinnacle or more stable intimately than you are right now, but you're lacking the closeness spiritually and emotionally. You also feel like your partner is absent from your child's life or not doing a good job at being a parent in your child's life, which actually is a turnoff. So this has affected your sexual passionate life as well, because when you see your partner not being a good parent, big turnoff. It doesn't turn on the feminine at all to see it, to see selfishness, ignorance, sexual prowess, and just a bunch of BS, right? It's very unattractive. So we have you rather disappointed. So you're like, you need to put more time in and be a better parent. For a lot of you guys, that's what this is all about. It's like you're a great lover, but you're a terrible father. You're a great romantic sweetheart, and I love you to death, and we're so connected, but you're a terrible parent, man or woman. And so you are pulling away because the hermit is about going away by yourself. And this could be a long journey. This could be a trip. This could be a pilgrimage of sorts. For a lot of you, this is just a spiritual journey that you're going on inside. And you're pulling away physically because the Eight of Pentacles is a physical. The Pentacles represent physicality, and it represents the material world. So you are pulling away from the material world and fine-tuning who you give your time to, your energy to, and your body to. And you want to put your money where your mouth is. And when you say something, you want it to mean something. So your word is important to you. Let's go ahead and get your person's words about your connection and just see what's going on there. Again, this is not coming across as a single reading. So if you're looking for some single reading information, not seeing it here today. Hi, Fleeky. Oh my gosh, is it already 1:11? I didn't even realize. It's already 1:11. Oh my gosh. That's okay. It's been a long day. I just didn't realize it. It felt like 10 o'clock. I don't know. Probably. I knew it was close to midnight. I thought it was midnight coming on here. I didn't know it was 1. Jeez. Okay. Oh, eat me. It's 11:11 where you're at. That is so cool. Well, it's 1:11 where I'm at. Happy 11:11 over there, eat me. So let's see what your man or your woman wants to say to you about any kind of communication that may come across. Holy Spirit, please use these cards as a form of communication from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. So the first thing we have is heavy guilt. Okay. Your person feels really bad about not being a good parent, or they have a lot of guilt about maybe they feel like they caused a divorce for their family, or they did something wrong in their upbringing, or maybe it's an ex-family relationship that they failed at and they're carrying that baggage. Maybe it's all of the above. You have to see what fits. But your man or your woman feels very bad and guilty. Karma has shown them how wrong they were, and they're very ashamed. But now what can they do? The karmic, if they are with a karmic, they're finding out the truth about who your man or woman really is. Okay, and the karmic is kind of pulling away from them as well, because they're really doing some soul searching about what they're doing in this connection, period. Your person feels that they are stubborn and flat out wrong. Very strong Virgo vibes right there for your person, you know, super stubborn, super wrong. They realize that. Maybe they've never admitted it to you. Maybe they've never come out outright with an apology and said, hey, I'm really wrong. This is what I've done. Yeah, we all wish for those amazing apologies, but realistically, it's just in their heart. We don't really hear them. Let's see what else is going on. Staying away from people, feeling alone, and going within. Your person knows that you're pulling away. They feel it. They can sense it. Even if you guys live together. I mean, you can always feel that, what's wrong with you? Is something going on? You're being very quiet. You're not acting like yourself. What's going on? The vibe with you and I is different. It's a little bit weird. You're here, but you feel so far away. Where's your mind at? That's kind of what your person is experiencing from you. You're right there, but you're very distant. And it could also be literal. It could be that your man or your woman is far away from you. And just know that whatever distance you're at, metaphorically or literally, the hermit is definitely here in the reading saying, I'm going within. I'm going within and I'm doing my soul searching. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by let it go, releasing energy, which makes sense because a lot of the time, the Four of Pentacles does represent a man hoarding 4 pentacles. He's got way too much than he can handle. He's got his foot on one of them. One's behind his head and 2 are in his arms. And it's like, let it go, man. You're hanging on to way too much. You're being selfish. You're hoarding. Like, you have more than enough, you know, and this is certainty. So the 4 of Pentacles is money in the bank. It means you have enough. You could probably spare some. That's what it means. So you got to let go. Like, it's a certainty. Money's in the bank. This is behind a vault. There is a crab, a golden crab, locking this pearl vault kind of thing, safe box, whatever you have it. It represents opulence and money and abundance, right? So it's like, you got it. You need to let some go. Like, you got it. So this right here is just like releasing it. It's like, I have too much. I have excess. I want to let it go. I feel like for a lot of you feminines, you may be decluttering your house and giving a lot of things away or giving it away for cheap. But this is decluttering, and this is, I don't want to be a hoarder. I don't need 3 TVs. I don't need 3 couches. I don't need a huge closet full of clothes that don't fit me anymore. My kids don't need all these toys. I don't need all this stuff. I don't. I feel cluttered. I feel closed in and overwhelmed. I need some breathing. I need to loosen up my life. I need to let it all go. So I do see you guys letting that go. I also see a great deal of debt. And for you and your person, it's we can't save any money because we have to spend whatever money we get. So saving money, that's an issue. So you are definitely considering between now and April on how to invest your money to make more, because at this point, saving is not happening. Bottom of the deck, wow, ironically, we have I quit. So somebody may be even thinking about quitting their job over the next possibly 4 months, maybe even a month. Okay? I also feel like you guys may be quitting a very bad spending habit. Some people, you know, cha-ching, 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 we spend. And Christmas came around, who knows what you spent on. You're like, oh my God, I got to stop spending like this. I got to watch my money. I got to be more cautious. So you know where I see you headed off to? Either Amazon or Barnes & Nobles, grabbing yourself a budget binder or some kind of a budget notebook, or maybe even finding yourself going to a bank and talking with an advisor about what can I do to help myself financially. Because a lot of you guys didn't come from a family with opulence. You didn't come from a family that really managed money well. I think you and your partner came from a family of mediocre means. Let's just say means to have enough, but certainly not excess, right? And you are manifesting Eight of Pentacles excess. You're manifesting vacations, trips, home ownership, financial independence, and the means to help others. So you're like, what do I got to do to get on track here? So anyways, if your person is with a karmic, which I really don't know, but I do see them letting it go, meaning letting that relationship go. I believe it because we have heavy guilt. The karmic's finding out the truth. I was wrong about the whole thing. I'm pulling away from the karmic. I'm letting it go. And I do quit that connection. And you may be mirroring this. This is where you come in saying, well, you can quit whatever you want because I quit you. Again, I don't feel like it's a permanent quit. I feel like it's like I quit giving you time and energy. Because for the feminine, you're like, I have other things to focus on. And you feel like they're more important than this relationship. I could even see a married woman here just saying, listen, honey, I love you, but I got to go do me for a while. I got to go down to this place and volunteer, or I got to go pick up another class to grow my career, my education. I want to invest in blase, fill in the blank. So I'm not going to be home a lot. You're going to have to fix your own dinners. This is a time for me. So even if you're married, I see you like, you know, New Year's resolution, doing more for yourself. A lot of you guys may have a strong Rahu experience. I think, you know, obviously he's in Pisces, Vedic astrology, of course, but if you're watching me, there's a good chance you have Pisces somewhere, you know, predominantly. Because Rahu's like, hello, it's time for us. And just look at the energy of Pisces. It's all in this reading. I don't see it zodiac sign in the tarot, but the energy of Pisces is here because Rahu's there. And it's all isolation, pulling away from the world, pulling away from relationships, giving things away, settling debts, taking care of health and spirituality. It's all Pisces. Even a great deal of meditation is on the way. with 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles, I see great attention to mental detail, which is astute meditation, clearing of the mind, focus on what's important. A lot of those mantras and those clearing out. So I do definitely see a lot of meditation. I see for a lot of you, you guys are going to be investing some time, energy, or money, or all of the above, on building your own altar or sacred space, wherever that may be. And if you have 0 room for that in your home, I see you spending a lot of time going away from home and visiting perhaps a spiritual place or sanctuary, a church, an ashram, maybe a place in nature that feels like an altar, that feels like a sacred place. But I see you definitely just like, I got to go there. I got to do that. Okay, let's see how the angels are helping you. How are the angels going to be helping you through this period of isolation, Rahu and Pisces energy? Page of Fire, Seven of Swords, 10 of Fire. Bottom of the deck is 4 of Air, meditation. See, there it is. Recuperation, contemplation. And again, we have the 444 really coming in. So, but what I'm loving is this. It's like you finally get this mental clarity, mental peace. That's what you've been searching for. That's what you need more than anything. The angels are going to help you get motivated by showing you the consequences of your actions. You're going to feel overworked, overwhelmed, stressed, and unbalanced. You know why? Because you did this to yourself. I'm not coming down on you, but that's what the angels are saying. They're like, no, this is nobody's fault but yours. And you can say, but I made my decisions because I wanted to be close to my mom or my grandma, or I made these decisions because, you know, my brother needed me, or I made these decisions because this is the best place for my kids. But you're going to have a million answers of why you're going through what you're going through. And all of them seem great. All of the reasons that you do what you do, A++ reasons. But Spirit and the angels are going to teach you a hard lesson about self-love, self-care. Because it's just as important as caring for others. And of course, you can't do both. You have to make those decisions. If you look at people that are very successful and maybe even stress-free, what's different in their life besides what you would assume, which is they're lucky, they're blessed, or they had it handed to them? What else do you see? Look a little bit closer. I'll give you the answer. The thing that you're going to see is they'd make a lot of decisions for themselves. They get up every day for them. They don't get up every day for the world. And of course, everyone gets up every day for their kids. That's a given, but that's not the point. They get up every day for themselves. They're living their life for them. If they're successful, they are living in a state they love, or a state that makes them a lot of money. They are living in a home that makes them feel good about themselves, or in a home that is prosperous and helping them to create more money, more wealth. And why is money important? Well, it's not all about money, Steph. No, life's a lot to do with money. Because if you have money, you can do all the things you love. You can frolic. You can travel. You can have as much useless sex as you want and not worry about work the next day. You can travel to that place you wanted to go to. You can buy the gemstones you want, the books you want. You can take time to do the rituals you want. You can do things like help people and not worry about getting paid for it. So money does matter. So we're going to talk about that because the Spirit is saying, look at spiritual people, but also look at successful people. They make decisions for themselves. They get up, they have that cup of coffee or tea for them. They wake up early for them. They go to the gym or they work out or they eat healthy for them, their own self. They dress well for themselves to feel good. They take care of their body and their mind, and they go to work or they create wealth with whatever means makes them happy. Some people love going into an office. It's not that they hate it, they enjoy it. That's where they thrive, in an office environment. They love it. Some people wake up and play golf, and they make deals, and they negotiate. And that's something they love. They love it. Making a deal is like a natural high. Some people get up and they're successful because they're running their own daycare and they love being around children. Some people wake up and open up the key to their shop or their yoga studio and they love it, but they're successful. Anyways. Okay, it's late and you need to shush. It's late and you need to shush. And turn down all the lights. Sorry, guys. Kids are still having winter break fun. They don't even realize what time it is. Anyways, the angels are here to tell you, if you're overworked, stressed about your life and your relationship and your money, and in this case, in this picture, your home, your house. Look, she cooked. She's got a sink full of dishes. She fed everyone. Her hair's a mess. It's in a ponytail. She's got a nice home. But she's tired. And it looks like she doesn't have anyone to do the dishes for her. She's got to go do them herself. So this is someone that cooks, cleans, provides, and wears herself thin. Now, what does somebody do when that's their only choice? When they're the ones taking the hit for the team? Which sounds like you. You're probably taking a hit for the team. You're taking a hit for the kids. You're taking a hit for your family and loved ones, perhaps your lover, etc. Maybe you're just on your own doing it all. But the angels are like, we're going to make you aware that you're hurting yourself. You're taking yourself to an early grave. You're going to create a heart attack. You're going to create a stroke. You're going to create high blood pressure. You're going to create stress in your relationships and strain. Because you're supposed to be a free manifester, like this girl. She's got nothing in the world to bother her. Of course, she doesn't have kids or a family. She's young. She's a page. She doesn't have the world hitting her like this woman. She can do whatever she wants. She's free. She's got one wand, and that's it. This poor woman over here has got 10. She's like, I've made a truckload of decisions. I don't have a lot of wiggle room anymore. Spirit is telling you, I need you to get yourself together, honey, because you are the same you that you were way back when. You are the same young child, inner child. You have the same mind for creation and manifestation. You are meant for good things. And if you are feeling overwhelmed, it is by your choices. And you need to think about your choices. Think about the job that you've chosen. Think about the husband or wife that you've chosen, or father or mother of your children, or lack thereof. Lack thereof children, perhaps. But think about your choices. Think about the job that you picked out of all the jobs in the world. And think about the house that you live in out of all the places you could live. Right down to the state where you live in. So the angels are like, look around. Is this the life that you want? And you're going to say, I don't have any options. I can't move to another state. My family needs me. Spirit says you have one life, and it's yours. You get to experience this life. And there's going to be some choices and some sacrifices. You're going to have to make them, Page of Fire. You may not feel like they're the right choice because you might hurt somebody's feelings. You might let someone down. But that's the choice you have to make with what you've been given. And I want to say one thing to the single parents out there. You are doing the best you can with the knowledge and experience you have. Do not beat yourself up. You, I know, are doing the best that you can. And you're going to keep doing better. You're doing a good job. Now, there is something to be cautioned about that could cause some consequences here. Let's see a little bit more about what that is. Let's get a little tarot. I would like a little bit more of a detail. Okay. What is this thing that you need to be cautioned about? Spirit says you need to chill out, get some peace of mind, get some clarity. You know those apps that you guys have heard of, that it's like it takes account of all your payments that you're spending and finds out what frivolous things you could do without that you don't even use? That's what this card is. It's like we need to take account of where you put your time, energy, and money, and let's make some cuts, because we have releasing energy, letting it go, and the Four of Pentacles. There is some things that you as a feminine are going to have to take off your plate. It's just a tough decision to actually do that, whatever that is. Maybe it's many things. But let's see what the problem is here with caution and consequences. Spirit, what are the angels trying to tell us about the Seven of Swords? Because this girl is sleeping, and this boy is taking apples behind her back, and the angels see everything. I'm sitting here trying to clarify with these cards, and I'm shuffling, and it came to me. It just came to me. Thank you, angels. You were done dirty. And the angels saw who did it. It may be a parent that is not parenting with you. It may be someone that cheated on you behind your back. It may be someone that's keeping money from you and not telling you everything that they have. It could be people that are living with you. Could be your children, could be other friends, family members, whatever. They're not doing their part. They're not helping out. But Spirit's like, I see who's doing you dirty. Just know that I see them. And it could very well be your masculine, because we have heavy guilt. So your masculine may not be doing their part. And you're out on your own, hermit mode. No wonder you're 10 of Cups in reverse, Like, this is a one-man job. This isn't a mom, dad, baby situation. This is a mom, baby situation, or a dad, baby situation, or this is just a single person situation. Perhaps if you're single, you're saying, you're not treating us like a household. You're treating me like a roommate or a lover with benefits. Or you know what I mean? Clarifying the Seven of Swords is Six of Wands, which is a show-off. Public. Show-off, winner. They think they won. Bottom of the deck is Nine of Swords, isn't it? Yeah. Nine of Athmes. But it's a Nine of Swords. In the reverse. Which is sleepless nights. Okay. So when the Nine of Swords is in reverse, it's not acting like there's a problem, but there's a problem. I really want to go out on a limb and say it's denial. And there's a lot of subconscious red flags saying we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. But it's somebody that's not paying attention to the elephant in the room. And they're having dreams, possibly nightmares or knowings that all is not well, but they can't put their finger on it because they're too busy being in denial. And then the Six of Wands is like a public show of I'm a winner. I've got it all together. I'm on top of the world. So I'm getting this. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. I make everything look okay on the outside, but on the inside, it's not okay. But I'm not ready to deal with that. I know it's a problem, but for now, I'm going to act like it's not a problem. I definitely get the sense of fantasy here. Let's read this to get a little bit more clarity, just on what they say. They say, your guardian angels are attempting to point out to you that things may not be as they appear right now. It could be that someone's motives are questionable. Perhaps you are fooling yourself into believing your own intentions are in integrity when subconsciously they're not. Rather than being fearful of this message, consider it a kindness from source. You are being given a heads up early to reevaluate a situation and make some changes in your own behavior or how you react to those around you. Either way, the truth will be revealed and suddenly everything will make sense. You have some valuable information for yourself or another person who could desperately use the assistance right now. And you or someone you may be, you or someone you know may be feeling the need for a little more time alone. And that says a lot to your reading for sure. Peaceful solitude may bring some hidden treasures, some talents to light. The angels tell you this is not a time for being scared. It's a time for intense awareness of what's going on around you. Pay attention, wake up. Focus your mental energy on powers of observation rather than getting caught up in your emotions. We can help point out some important issues right now, so just ask. The additional meanings of that card is a time to reevaluate priorities, making some hard choices and embracing the truth, misunderstanding someone's motives perhaps. Something may be taken the wrong way, and something may be taken from you. This could even be losing your freedom. I also see something else, my friends. You doing things for you is taking away from the family. You are in between a rock and a hard place. You really want to do things for you or your family, but it's going to take away from something. And you're like, what do I do? What do I do? I want it all. It's kind of like going through I want the kids in karate, and I want the kids in a private school, and I want the kids homeschooled, but I also want them to have friends, and I'm giving it all. I'm giving it all away, but I haven't made a decision here. I'm going to have to make some cuts because now everyone is pulled in every direction and it's out of control. It could also be just personally with you. Perhaps you want to wake up at 5 a.m. and do all the day's work, which may include your job, your health, your well-being, your wellness, your spirituality, your family, and extracurricular as well, perhaps even relationship, and you're realizing I'm only one person, and in order to do all of that in one day, I would only be getting 5 hours of sleep. And I'm tired, and I'm worn out, and I can only do it for so long. Now, in a nutshell, in terms of relationships, just love in general, I see you cannot keep this relationship up because it's been one-sided, and you've been pretending, 6 of Wands, 9 of Swords, like everything's fine. You can handle this, but really you can't. Maybe you're dating someone and you're not like married or living together, but you just don't have time to date them outside of the home. You just don't have time. And you're realizing, what are you going to give up? More time with your family and kids in the home? Or are you going to give up time with this person? Again, that's a tough choice. So you're considering what you need to give up. And none of these are easy. These are all things that you want. And that's King of Wands, Page of Fire. You want it all. You want the relationship, the work, the career, the kids, the home-cooked meals, the extracurricular. You want it all, but you can't have it all. So the truth is, yeah, you're going to have to make some serious cuts. And this is why you're going to pull away and be alone. And this card even talked about needing some time alone to make these tough decisions, because you are going to be cutting some things out. Let's see what that 10 of Fire says for you. You're very excited for the change, though. Okay, it says here that you're working too hard at all of this, the relationship, the life, everything. It's very important to balance your career with your personal life. Ask for help from those around you so that all the responsibility isn't solely on your shoulders. You are overextended, my friend, and you're under a great deal of pressure. It's time to lighten your load because you're carrying it so much and so often that you're about to run out of steam. You need to spend some more time taking care of you. It's possible you're trying too hard to please everyone you love. Remember that you must love yourself too. And before you can fully even take on the job of loving other people the right way, you need to release your emotional burdens that you've been bearing and forgive yourself for not being able to do it all. You set the bar way high. It's almost impossible to meet. The angels say this to you, my friend. We can help you carry any burden, as well as get assistance from other human souls. All you need to do is ask and pray. If you need emotional healing, let's find a way to comfort you. If it's causing your heart to ache through sadness and emotional grief, let us come in and start to patch up that heart. We are here for you. If you're hurting, if you're in need, if you're needing something financially, take some time and ask. If you're too busy to take care of yourself, then you're too busy to ask, and you're too busy to seek help. And this is why it's getting worse and feeling more heavy. The additional meaning of this card is darkness before the dawn, never saying no to people, and all work, no play, and any stress-related illnesses and extreme fatigue. How many of you guys have felt extremely, excruciatingly tired? If you're having symptoms of excess need of sleep, excess grouchiness, other stress-related issues such as maybe a high blood pressure, lack of nutrition, and maybe even a mental fog, this is your sign in this reading that you're overextended. And this is your sign in the reading that you need to really get down to business. Brass tacks is here. Eight of Pentacles, Hermit. Focus on what's necessary, what is necessary to keep life going, and make the cuts. It's time. This is a new beginning. You've got, I would say, about 10 weeks to get your shiz together. That's 2.5 months. Two and a half months to focus. Get it done. You can do it. And the only way you're going to be able to do it, by the way, from what Spirit says, is self-love, self-care, typical, right? But sleep, meditation, and recuperation. I also think for a lot of you feminines, male or female, you're going on a trip in 10 weeks. You're leaving home. You're going on a trip. Page of Fire. It's usually a guy with a little stick with a little bag. He's saying goodbye to his family at the house, and he's going off on his own on a trip. I definitely see a trip in 10 weeks for the feminine. That puts you at what? March. I expect you to be on a trip in March. And it's probably a much-needed vacation. But don't make it worse than it is. Like what I mean is, don't make the vacation more work. You need some time, and it's coming up. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Let's get some other cards here for the femme. What do we see coming up in relationships? Not that you're worried about it, because honestly, hermit mode, you're not worried about it. But nonetheless, let's just see. Because that King of Wands is in your energy. So, King of Wands. Aw, honey bear. King of Wands is sorry. It's like, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to apologize to you. Like, really. I do have heavy guilt. I've been doing the wrong thing. Oh, and we talked about possibility of a karmic, right? Yeah, there's a third party. There is a third party. I'm sorry for the third party between us. What you and I have is true love. I want to choose you and break up with the karmic. Absolutely. I want to be loyal to you. And they're just discovering this. They're discovering what gives them great pleasure. As of right now, they may not have realized this before. It's just hitting them. They're seeing your true colors. They're seeing their true colors. They're just like, I get it. I get it. I finally get it now. I know it brings me pleasure. I'm seeing it like a baby looking through the world for the first time. I love you. It's that King of Wands. Again, perfect chemistry. Perfect chemistry. I expect you and your DM to mend the bridges here. I do expect some healing of all of this. I see it because Four of Wands, the Emperor and the Empress, and the Devil card, it's just like, listen, I'm not letting you go. I'm yours and you're mine. Like, I'm committed to you, and it is what it is. Even if you want to walk away, run away, get rid of me. Look at that, 44 people in the room. 44 is your number. I'm not letting you go. You're my choice. Maybe I haven't always made that choice. Maybe I have always Six of Pentacles you, which is breadcrumbed you. Maybe I've always played you with someone else and I wasn't doing the right thing, but I see the error of my ways. I see where I went wrong in that state of mind. And I want to make those cuts. I want to make those cuts too. I want to cut that karmic out because I'm not over you. Six of Swords is in reverse. I'm not over you. I do not want closure with you. I don't want resolution with you. I don't want to move on. I don't want to cut my losses. I want us. I want us. And I will deal with the karmic. Now, this karmic could be their job. It could be their extended family. It could be that actual third party. Could be. You have to see what that is for your picture. But I just want to say, between your DM and you, I see good things coming. They are going to choose you. And you know why? And I'm just going to round this up. Because you're going to choose you. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. I'm still fascinated by the journey. Some people are burned off with it. I'm not. I'm fascinated still. I think it's so cool that when you start to choose yourself, your partner starts to choose you. I think that is the coolest law of attraction bonus ever. It's just like, wow. And this is why the angels are like, we're trying to help you. We're not going to let you crash and burn. We're here to warn you that you are headed for a much worse train wreck than what your life is right now. You need to reevaluate. We don't want you to hit the wall. We want you to reevaluate. We want you to make those cuts. We want you to choose you and stop being so ton of fire. Okay, we really want you to do that. We really want to help you. And everything in life will go smoothly once you choose yourself. And look, even love, And why would that matter? Why would your lover coming and choosing you matter in your life? Well, one, because they take some of this off your shoulders, which is what they should have been doing all along. But a lot of this is, I can do it myself, or I can do it better myself. A lot of this is, I don't need a person. I don't need to rely on a person. I have myself. That independence is what happens with these 10 of fire people. They get burned out. They get burnout. And you're going through a burnout. So believe me, when the universe wants you to choose you and then your person comes in to help, let that happen. Let people take on some of these dishes. Let people take on some of those cooking meals. Let yourself soak in a bubble bath. Let yourself sit down on the couch and watch TV. Let yourself go to bed early. Let other people do stuff. Like, you need that. You're overwhelmed, you're burned out, you're overworked. And yes, it is a blessing to have this person come to you and choose you. That's a blessing. Spirit says you don't need to be alone. I want you to be with someone. I don't want you to be this. I want you to be loved and cared for and have a partner in life. I don't want you to be suffering, burned out individually. I know you can do it on your own, but you don't have to. Okay? So it says, I know you're capable. But look who I have for you. I have your perfect partner for you. I do. And Spirit's like, I have them. And I know they love you. And I know that you guys can get this together. I know you can get it right. Spirit's like, I believe in you guys. Okay. I'm going to leave you with an oracle. We'll be done today. Because I've done a lot of talking. I've probably talked your ear off. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to sing this song that I'm hearing because look at this first. What do you see? Recuperation, relaxation, rest. This boy's sitting here resting, sleeping. Sometimes you just need a little rest. So the song that's in my mind, and I can't sing it and I won't even try. I'm just going to say the words to you and hopefully you know. But it's everybody just needs a little time away. I heard them say, from your body. And then something about sometimes everything just gets swept away, even just for a day. I don't know. And then I'm hearing, hold me now, touch me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. Markers, I know you know what song it is. I really just can't sing it. But that is your song tonight. I am dedicating that to you, Divine Feminine. Whatever that song is, everybody just needs a little time away. This apology is going to happen. Okay, it's called Hold Me Now. Marker says it's called Hold Me Now. It's an 80s song, I believe. Could be early 90s, I don't know. But that is dedicated to you, Divine Feminine. You need some time, hermit mode, away from the relationship, from the family, from work, just to kind of get your ducks in a row and figure out, look at this is release. Figure out what it is you need to release and let go of. There's the devil, illusion, codependency, materialism. We have the devil here too. So 2 devil cards. All right, and look, this bird needs to be free. Okay. Oh, Marcus is correcting something. He was probably just making a quote, not the song. The song is actually called, it's by Chicago, and it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm dedicating that song to you guys. The oracle that came out is rest and relaxation is essential. It's not a desire. It's not a luxury. It's not if you have time. It's essential for your brain to not have a stroke, for your heart not to have a heart attack, for your body to be up physical and moving the way it needs to be, for your mind to manifest what it needs to in life, for you to be able to love your children and your pets and family and friends. Rest and relaxation is essential. You will not be able to do any of it without it. So this is non-negotiable. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. Do not feel guilty. And I mean that because so many feminines feel the guilt. And here you are. This is possibly not just your man saying it or your woman having guilt, but this is you, heavy guilt, taking time out away from the family. 10 of Cups in reverse. So for a lot of you guys, don't have this heavy guilt that you're not enough, you're not doing enough, you're not there enough, just enough. You need to quit that egotistical jibber jabber in your mind. If it's too loud, honey, I'm sorry. I would just honestly suggest turning the volume down on your phone to help. I didn't mean to be so loud. Anyways. My grandma's deaf pretty much, so I'm used to expressing loudly. And maybe it's too loud for some people, and I'm sorry. Sometimes maybe I don't realize I'm speaking loudly. But there's a lot of sensitive people that don't like when I speak loud. My mom is one of them. She's Virgo, so she talk about criticism, but she does not like when I speak or project loudly. And my kids so they kind of don't like it sometimes either, but then they think I'm okay, but they're loud in my opinion. But yeah, I don't mean to be loud, guys. If I am, I'm sorry. So anyways, bottom of the deck here. Oh, spend some quality time together. It's important that you spend some quality time with those, not just one person, but those people who are significant in your life and who you are in a significant relationship with. Listening and talking to each other. Now, for a lot of parents, significant relationships are your children. You need to spend quality time, puzzles, talking over dinner, relaxing, because if you're too drained, providing and preparing for them, you're not spending quality time with them, and you'll miss it. You'll miss the entire childhood boat. It's important to spend time together. This is something that I think you need to go write down and make it happen. This is something I know you want, and time is ticking, and before you know it, it's gone. So this is the time to spend quality time with your little ones, but also your parents, because time is ticking on them. Grandparents, time is ticking on them. But yourself, you're in a significant relationship with yourself, and time is ticking for you. I know it's a lot to juggle. I know, but this is why Spirit said we have to make some cuts. There are some people that's going to get the cut, and some people who aren't going to make the cut. I wish we could keep them all, but there's going to be some people that have to be cut out. Even close family members. Not immediate family, but perhaps relationships with your friends need to get cut out for a while. Perhaps the relationship with your significant other needs to get cut so you can refocus on you for a while. Whatever it is, but cuts need to happen. Anyways, I don't know. But that's your oracle, guys. I love you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Look, 77 minutes. Remember, this is your journey. It's not a destination. Don't beat yourself up. You just keep swimming. There's no deadline. There's no ultimate peak that you need to hit for 2023 or you don't make it. You're not going to be cut, okay? You're on your own private personal journey, your own cruise ship of life, and you just need to keep swimming, keep going along with your own private personal journey. And I think you're doing great because you're here watching me. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. I love you. Get some good rest. I hope you take relaxation seriously. I hope you take your meditation and recuperation seriously. Okay. I love you so much. Thank you for watching me. I hope I get to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't, I'd appreciate it. And that concludes your reading. Thank you, feminines, male and female, for watching me. Hang in there. You're doing a good job. All is well. It will be well. Even if it's not right now, it will be well. Hang in there. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Bye, Raquel. Bye, Markers. Bye, Someone Said Something. Don't forget, I dedicate that song to you. Hold Me Now by Chicago. Go listen to it when you go to bed. Okay? Because that's your song. I dedicate it. Your honey bunny is going to say sorry. It's hard for them to say sorry. They've been going through their mountains of stuff. But they're coming. And as soon as you choose you, They choose you. You don't want to be this person forever stressed. You don't want to be that person. All right. Well, I love you guys.